Welcome back. So right now we have this single page available that we can kind of show random jokes and we can create new jokes. Now this is not optimal for what I want to do. I actually want to have multiple pages to select from. Maybe this will be the landing page or the page that you meet as soon as you open the app. But I kind of want in the menu right here, I want to have multiple pages I can click on, and maybe I can go into a list that shows all the jokes available. Maybe I can go into a page where I can update a joke, I can delete a joke. Maybe I want to go into a page where I can create new jokes. So instead of having only a single page, we're going to start creating new pages now with the full, what we call the CRUD functionality, that's creating, reading, updating, and deleting our jokes, right? So let's just try and go in and see what Ionic can provide of documentation for doing this. Now, if we jump into the Explore Docs right here on the Ionic Framework and we go into Intro, there's actually a small tutorial right here that kind of explains a lot of the stuff we already covered. Like the first page is just how do we install Ionic and work with Ionic, and the next page is kind of the project structure. Go and read that if you want to. The next page is about adding pages. But I feel when I'm reading this and working with this that Ionic pretty much just explains what you already have. They don't explain how to add a new page right here. They just explain what's in there in the starter app pretty much. But go and read it, maybe you can find something better than me. And then the last one is the navigation, and we'll come back to that later on. But how do we actually create a page? That's what I want to learn. Now, I think the best way for me to kind of find it was to go down to the CLI here, command line interface information. That sounds weird, but this is kind of all the commands we can fire inside a Ionic application. And I think this is an important page. If you want to create new pages or whatever you want to do, the CLI page right here is very important. So go into that one. Inside the CLI page, we can start looking at the different command lists right here. Now, these are all the different commands you can fire to kind of work with your Ionic application. And right here is one that's very important, the Ionic serve. You're already using that one. We also have the Ionic start. You use that to create your project. But what I want to right now focus on is the Ionic generate command right here, because here I can start seeing all the different Ionic commands that I have available. And here are some of the commands that you can use right here. You can use Ionic generate component, directive, page, pipe, provider. We use that already. You can use tabs and pages. So this page, I'm going to use that now, but I'm going to do something very specific because I do not want to add a module. That's just extra complexity for right now. Let's not dive into that for now. Instead, I want to add a page with no module. So I'll just pretty much do this command right here to actually add a Ionic page without a module. So let's try and do this from our code actually. Let's go and add a new page. First of all, I'm just opening a new tab right here, a new terminal tab, and in here I'm going to say Ionic, whoops, not capitalized, Ionic right here. Let's just go back, generate, or G for generate, and page for generating a page. And I'm going to make a new page here that's going to be called create joke. So I'll just make that page create joke. That's going to be my page. And then I'm going to add this dash dash or two minuses and no module because I don't want to add a module. That's pretty important if you want to follow my guide here, that you add this last piece of information right here. So I'll just press enter and it should now generate a new page for me without a module. So what does that mean? Well, if I click the pages right here, notice it's sadly in WebStorm, you're not getting a refresh automatically, so you have to kind of just press the tab and the folder will actually create this so you can see what you actually just created. So I just created these three different files right here, the create joke TS file, create joke HTML, and the create joke SCSS file, just like you would expect